The Count of Toulouse was the ruler of Toulouse during the 8th to 13th centuries, originating as vassals of the Frankish kings. The hereditary counts ruled the city of Toulouse and its surrounding county from the late 9th century until 1270. The counts and other family members were also at various times counts of Quercy, Rouergue, Albi, and Nîmes, and sometimes margraves of Septimania and Provence. Count Raymond IV founded the Crusader state of Tripoli, and his descendants were also counts there. They reached the zenith of the power during the 11th and 12th centuries, but after the Albigensian crusade the county fell to the Kingdom of France, nominally in 1229 and de facto in 1271. History. Carolingian era. During the youth of young Louis, his tutor, Torsten, ruled Toulouse as the first count. In 788, Count Torsten was captured by the Basques under Adalric, who made him swear an oath of allegiance to the Duke of Gascony, Lupus II. Upon his release, Charlemagne, at the Council of Worms, replaced him with his Frankish cousin, William of Gellone. William in turn successfully subdued the Gascons. In the 9th century, Toulouse suffered in common with the rest of Western Europe. It was besieged by Charles the Bald in 844, and taken 4 years later by the Normans, who had sailed up the Garonne. About 852, Raymond I, Count of Quercy, succeeded his brother Fredello as Count of Rouergue and Toulouse. It is from Raymond that all the later counts of Toulouse document their descent. Her children divided the parents' estates. Of these, Raymond II became Count of Toulouse, and Ermengal, Count of Rouergue, while the hereditary titles of Septimania, Quercy and Albi were shared between them. Raymond II's grandson, William III, married Emma of Provence, and handed down part of that lordship to his younger son Bertrand IV Calquer. William's elder son, Pons, left 2 children, one of whom, William IV, succeeded his father in Toulouse, Albi and Quercy, while the younger, Raymond IV, ruled the vast possessions of the Counts of Rouergue. High Middle Ages. From this time on, the Counts of Toulouse were powerful lords in southern France. Raymond IV assumed the formal titles of Marquis of Provence, Duke of Narbonne and Count of Toulouse. Afterward, the Counts set sail with the First Crusade. After the conquest of Jerusalem, he set siege to the city of Tripoli in the Levant. Raymond died before the city was taken in 1109, but is considered the first Count of Tripoli. His son, Bertrand, then took the title. He and his successors ruled the Crusader state until 1187. While Raymond was away in the Holy Land, rule of Toulouse was seized by William IX, Duke of Aquitaine, who claimed the city by right of his wife, Philippa, the daughter of William IV. William was unable to hold it long. Raymond's son and successor, Bertrand, had followed him to the Holy Land in 1109. Therefore, at Raymond's death the family's great estates and Toulouse went to Bertrand's brother, Alfonso Jordan. His rule, however, was disturbed by the ambition of William IX and his granddaughter, Eleanor of Aquitaine, who urged her husband Louis VII of France to support her claims to Toulouse by war. Upon her divorce from Louis and her subsequent marriage to Henry II of England, Eleanor pressed her claims through Henry, who at last, in 1173, forced Raymond V to do him homage for Toulouse. Raymond V, a patron of the troubadours, died in 1194, and was succeeded by his son, Raymond V. Following the 1208 assassination of the papal legate Pierre de Castelnau, Raymond was excommunicated and the county of Toulouse was placed under interdict by Pope Innocent III. Raymond was eager to appease the Pope, and was pardoned. However, following a second excommunication, Raymond's holdings in the Languedoc were desolated by the Albigensian crusade, led by Simon de Montfort. Raymond's forces were defeated in 1213, depriving him of his fees, and he was exiled to England. Montfort finally occupied Toulouse in 1215. Raymond VII succeeded his father in 1222. He left an only daughter, Joan, who married Alphonse, the son of Louis VIII of France and brother of Louis IX of France. At the deaths of Alphonse and Joan in 1271, the vast holdings of the Counts of Toulouse lapsed to the crown within the Kingdom of France. In 1271, Toulouse passed to the Crown of France by the Treaty of Meaux, 1229. From 1271 to 1285, Philip III of France, King of France and nephew of Alphonse, bore the title of Count of Toulouse, but the mention of the title is abandoned after his death. Only in 1681, Toulouse was resurrected as a royal appanage by Louis XIV for his illegitimate son with Françoise Athénée, Marquise de Montespan. Louis Alexandre. List of Counts of Toulouse. Carolingian era 778 to 790. Torsen, first Count of Toulouse, deposed by Charlemagne. 790 to 806. William of Gelone. 806 to 816. Beggar. 811 to 818. Raymond Raphael. His relation to the preceding and succeeding counts is unknown. 816 to 835. Berengar. 835 to 842. Bernard of Septimania. 842 to 843. Ackford by conquest. 844 to 849. William of Septimania successfully opposed Fredolon. House of Rouergue. House of Toulouse. 844 to 852. Fredolon. 852 to 863. Raymond I. 863 to 865. Humfried deposed Raymond and Count by conquest. 863 to 865. Sunya appointed to oppose Humfried. 865 to 877. Bernard II. 877 to 886. Bernard III. Plantar-Pilosa. 886 to 918. Odo. 918 to 924. Raymond II. 924. California. 950. Raymond III. Pons. Note, it had long been thought that Raymond III. Pons was succeeded directly by William III. However, recent research suggests there were at least one, and as many as three, previously overlooked counts, and that at least one of these three was named Raymond. This has resulted in conflicting numbering systems regarding the later Raymonds, although most historians continue to use the established, traditional numbering for them. California. 950. California. 961. Raymond, California. 961. California. 972. Hugh, California. 972. California. 978. Raymond. 978-1037. William III. Taifa. 1037 to 1061. Pons. 1061 to 1094. William IV. 1094 to 1105. Raymond I. Viv St. Giles. Inherit the county as Philippa, the daughter of William IV, was barred from inheriting it by Pons's will. 1098 to 1101. Philippa, exploiting the departure of Raymond for the First Crusade, the powerful husband of Philippa claimed Toulouse for her in 1098. 1105 to 1109. Bertrand of Tripoli. Toulouse was mortgaged to Bertrand, a cousin of Philippa. Thereafter the county was vested to Bertrand's heirs. 1109 to 1117. Philippa and William IX of Aquitaine. Again, 1117 to 1120. William X of Aquitaine, son of William IX and Philippa. 1109 to 1148 Alfonso Jordan, 1148 to 1194 Raymond v. 1194 to 1222 Raymond v. 1215 to 1218 Simon IV de Montfort, Count by conquest during the Albigensian Crusade, 1218 to 1224 Amaury v. de Montfort, son of Simon, 1222 to 1249 Raymond VII re-established, 1249 to 1271 Joan and Alphonse, Count of Poitiers, her husband, 1271 Philippa de Lomagne tries unsuccessfully to claim the inheritance of the county. Note: counts not issued from the House of Rouergue aren't bolded above.